When electing vice presidents, I really think you want to think about the team that you're building. So you want people who are bringing different personalities that they might disagree on certain things and be able to challenge each other, but ultimately are going to have a cohesive vision. And that vision should really align with what the president wants and what the president was elected on, but should be able to build into that overall team dynamic. Here are some questions you might ask a VP candidate. Why do you want to be on the board of directors? Have you spoken to any relevant full-time staff members about your ideas for this position? Did you meet with the outgoing VP or any other members of the current board of directors? How does your vision for the MSU align with that of the president-elect? What would you do differently than the VP in your position last year?
I think what makes a good vice president administration is someone who can balance competing priorities. Because at the end of the day, you have to help a team of part-time managers succeed. You work with various facets of our governance side, and on top of that, you work on a variety of projects concerning Welcome Week and anything that really comes up throughout the year. So you need to be able to triage situations, figure out where you're most needed, and then work your best to make sure that everything gets done in a timely manner. Here are some questions you can ask a vice president administration candidate. What experience do you have managing your peers? What is your vision for the MSU's involvement in Welcome Week? What would you change about part-time manager training or SRA training? What two services do you think will require your support in the upcoming year?
I think that because the Vice President of Finance deals more with a lot of the larger MSU services, such as 1280 Union Market, the Silhouette, essentially every service that has an operating budget of over $100,000, I think it's really important to have someone in the role who is like an analytical, well-reasoned type decision maker, because they're going to be often looked to bring forward new ideas about our more complex services that will serve to further enhance student life here at McMaster. Here's some questions I think you could ask an incoming VP Finance that would be pretty important. What is your vision for the MSU's business units and for its service operations? How does your vision for the MSU align with that of the president-elect? What knowledge and experience do you have relating to this position? Do you have any experience in strategic planning, corporate financing, or budgeting? Aside from finances, what are your other interests in this organization? What other projects would you take on? Why do you think they are appropriate to this role?
The VP Education needs to be knowledgeable about the issues that are facing students today. For example, high tuition, job readiness, or mental health issues. Some questions to ask the candidates for Vice President of Education are: what is your understanding of advocacy, and what does it mean to you? Do you plan to focus on internal or external advocacy? And what role do you plan to take, if any, in our provincial and federal lobbying organizations?